Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Women's Intuition. It's your girl Taylor.
Okay, what's up? It's Lex. Hey y'all.
And we are back with another episode, Women's Intuition.
Yes.
Welcome back, y'all. Hey.
And it's a solo episode.
Yes.
And we've been slacking on recording, but so we haven't had a solo episode in a minute.
We haven't.
And do I have a lot to catch you guys up on?
Okay.
So I don't know if you can tell with the lighting and everything, but your girl is tan as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got on the elevator when we got here, and our engineer, I don't know what you would call him, sound engineer, producer,
everything,
whatever the fuck this nigga is, decided to show up to work today. And the first thing he said was, "Damn, Lex, you got tan as hell." Like, yeah, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Got the titties out. So I was on, got sidetracked. I was on vacation. I went on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
It was lit, y'all. This year was lit. It was the people that were there. I mean, the first night there was some property destruction. Our first stop, someone from our group got kicked off the boat. Had to pay $5,000. They was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Niggas.
Bitches was doing splits. There was passion. There was wildness. There was deception. There was everything. And I was so excited to do some parasailing. Mm-hmm. And it was too windy that day when we got there, and apparently if it's too windy you can't really do it. I was actually really pissed.
I mean, that makes sense though. I ain't gonna
now
lie.
that I think about it.
Yeah.
And then apparently somebody had died recently because they went parasailing and it was too windy. And I was like, fuck, okay, I guess. But I still had a good time. We got fucked up. Still been doing my yoga shit. Not too much on me. I might have just came back from the gym, maybe.
Okay.
And so yeah, what you been up to?
What have I been
Still
up
single.
Okay.
Ro, I miss you. Sorry.
Who?
Okay. Ro.
Who is Ro?
That's my soulmate. He's in the DMV though. I just don't know where he went.
Is that who you met on a cruise?
No.
Okay.
That's all I can give right now.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. As far as me, what have I been up to? I went to an Atlanta United game last weekend. That was super fun. Mm-hmm. What else? I feel like I've been busy, and I realized I thrive on being busy.
Like with work?
Work,
okay.
Yeah. So with work, so your girl got a raise.
Ooh.
And so now they want me to go in this other position, so I have to take a certification for that. So I've been studying for that. And then, you know me, I picked up on a class. So now I'm studying to take a test for that as well. And then kickball has started. And it's also getting hot. So the girlies are wanting braids. So yeah, my schedule has been very, very busy. But again, I realize when I'm not being productive, I feel like in this blah state, Yeah. So I feel like when I am being productive and my life is busy, that's what I thrive on. That's what I need in my life. So yeah. Okay. It's a good busy.
Well, bitch, congrats on the raise.
Thanks.
And good luck on your classes and your tests.
Yes. It's going to be very stressful, but we gonna get through it, y'all. So, yeah.
Okay, so last week was so fun. We had your line sister. Great episode. Great response to the episode.
Yeah, the feedback was good.
Yeah, the people love her. Great energy. And so we're going to try to bring it this episode too, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. And the first one that I want to talk about, and it's because this has happened recently, especially since I went on the cruise. And I have this one friend, and she's like, she's a baddie. And whenever I post her, if I just so happen to add her to where you can see it, people are going to go follow her. Cool. Love that. Never a hater. However, I have these 10 specific... I sound
10?
greedy. I have these 10 specific loyal men that I've been keeping on the back burner
count,
in my DMs. This is a rough estimate.
Okay.
Probably a
8.
little more.
Oh, more.
Maybe. But those loyal, story likers are always liking your story. Y'all are flirting in the DMs, blah, blah, blah. And you don't really pay no attention to it. But why, when she posts a picture on her profile now, am I seeing your back burner nigga and 1,000 other, what the fuck? Nigga, you were supposed to be mine. I know I wasn't going to do anything with you, but you're disloyal and we're done. I don't know. Do you feel me?
No.
I mean, it's nothing against her. And I've even told her, nothing against her. But niggas are so greedy and it irks my soul. There's so many bitches on Instagram alone. Why are you now thirsting after
your friend?
My friend.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you saying, but unless you like my ex and we was, messing around or we was locked in, if I ain't ever meet you in person and we just, by all means, have at it.
Look, don't get me wrong. It is by all means have at it. You're not having me anymore though. And that's what I feel like same with you. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying mad or anything. Like, I'm being very like passionate about it because we're chatting as girls. That's what we do with girl talk. But no, there's no beef. Like, it's not fuck you, you're dead to me, I'm blocking you. They still follow me. We ha ha ha. But if there ever was even a tiny part of me that was like, maybe I want to meet up with this guy. Not anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's fair though.
Okay,
I feel like. Yeah, but I don't feel a type of way that a guy that liked a picture of mine or was in my DMs tried to holler at my friend. Like, to me, I'm like, oh, that must be your,
yeah.
I'm not about to stop you from meeting your soulmate. Like, trust me. I don't care.
I should have had this when a man was on the show because I'm just curious as the guy doing it. You have to know, I don't know, you have to know that by doing this means like it's not gonna be us anymore.
I'm pretty sure they know that. I feel like
I don't know because niggas try friends all the time. We've had that happen with a nigga that neither one of us was interested in. But you know who I'm talking about? The one that was like offering money and baseball, right? And I'm just like, I be feeling tried. Yeah. I really feel tried because, like, what type of bitch do you think I am that if I know that you're trying to holler at my homegirl that you would think that I would still be trying to be interested? I don't know. I feel tried. And I was talking to somebody and they said you shouldn't feel tried, but I'm still just like, I don't know. Because I feel like in some women, some friendships, that does happen. Maybe one person will go for it and try to be sneaky about it. I don't want no nigga that's trying to cause any ripples in my friendship, especially if it's a nigga that I'm like, nah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but.
I mean, I feel like you got a right to overreact, but to me, I wouldn't care. Unless you like exes, like I said, we were locked in, off limits. Anything else, I don't care. Even if it was somebody, even if it was like a crush thing and nothing ever went forward, like, I don't care.
Look, okay, let's do a different scenario. Let's say you're talking to a guy, you're liking him, things are going good, you're not locked in, but you're like, okay, I like him. And then you finally, because Taylor holds her cards close to her chest, you finally are like, hey girl, I'm talking to this guy, this is him. And I'm like, oh shit, like, he be in my DMs. Or he tried to talk to me. There's those bitches who are always like, oh, he tried to talk to me. Whether it was back in 8th grade, I had a friend like that. I ended up cutting her off because, like, bitch, I can't talk to nobody in this motherfucking state. But is that throwing you off your game? A nigga who tried to holler at your friend, let's say 2 years ago. And
do he? So you saying like he know we friends?
Yeah. But he tried to holler at her. They didn't date. They didn't do anything. Maybe she didn't even. But she goes, oh, like, yeah, he used to DM me. We used to DM here and there. It didn't go anywhere, though, girl. I feel like you're not fucking with it.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's me. You know, like, I'm not about to stop nobody else. Yeah. Like, that's me personally. But if, like, it was the other way around, I wouldn't be like, ooh, like, damn, like, that's fucked up. Not at all, bitch. That's your... He wasn't mine.
Yeah,
he was not mine.
I don't see myself being mad at my, like, even if I was talking about the original situation, I would not be mad if she went for it and they did something. No, but I think that I would feel some type of way knowing that. If it was like me in that situation,
yeah,
like if I'm showing you, bitch, I'm talking to this new nigga, and you're like,
oh, bitch, he tried to talk to me.
This is awkward, but yeah, he was trying to like really holler at me a couple years ago. I'd be like, oh.
I don't know if that ever happened to me, though. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what I would do in this situation. Like, I don't know if I was the one who was like, oh, girl, like, he's trying to holler at me. And my friend was like, oh, girl, he tried to holler at me, too. Like,
now, look, let's say, what if you showed your friend somebody and she did recognize him as someone who tried to holler at her, but she didn't say nothing because she didn't think it was a big deal. And then later on, he's sitting you down. He's like, look, before we get serious, I want to tell you, like, I used to like try to talk to your friend and we conversed a little bit. Would you feel some type of way towards your friend for not saying something?
And I showed her the...
Yeah. And she didn't say anything. She was just like, oh, okay.
It depends on how close we are. It depends on how close we are, because I got a lot of associates.
Okay.
Like, if it was like somebody that I know, like I might see you when we at activities, or like I know you through like another friend, but we still kind of like cool. If we not real personal, I don't care. You don't gotta tell me. I'm not expecting that from you.
I'm gonna feel some type of way regardless.
Yeah.
Am I gonna blow up at you and be like, I'm not your friend anymore? Probably not. But I would feel some type. I would think that that's weird as fuck if I show you a nigga that I'm talking to and you know that you used to talk to him.
You don't say nothing?
I mean, I get not saying it in a group if maybe, because you know me, I'll pull up a presentation. This is the nigga I'm talking to.
Because I feel like some women, she might feel like I don't want to be a hater. You know, like I don't want to make it seem like that, you know.
And I get that.
I don't want to stop y'all from hanging out. I could see that from her point of view too.
But bitch, put me to the side and explain to me it wasn't that big of a deal. And it don't got to be a deep thing. You don't got to invite me out for coffee and we sit down and you're like, okay, I really need to get this. No, but like, hey, I don't want this to be weird. I just feel like we're old enough to know how to have awkward conversations and them not be so awkward. Or even how to, like, you know, it's about tone. It's about how you say it. You don't got to make it a big thing, but just be like, hey, girl, just so there's no confusion. We talked a little bit, but it was nothing like that. I just, you know, I don't want it to come up down the road. He was a cool guy. Like, and it's cool, you know, but
yeah.
It gets tricky. That's why I don't like no mix. That's why I don't like a nigga to touch my friend group.
Yeah, I mean, no offense, but like, if you're not my immediate circle, I don't really expect nothing from you. Like, I don't expect you to sit me down, have this like real conversation, or like, oh, hey girl, this, cause like, no offense, but you ain't even gonna know you know, like, you're not even gonna know if me and this nigga make it, like, for real. Like, if you're not my immediate circle, you don't gotta sit down and tell me nothing. I don't really care.
See, so I avoid these problems by cutting them off if I find out they even tried to touch a little finger on my friend.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. It's no hard feelings.
No hard feelings, yeah.
It's cool.
I feel like if it was like, if it's my homeboys or something, or like,
what you mean?
Like, if it's my homeboys and like none of y'all don't tell me that like y'all hanging out or dating or nothing like that, now I am gonna feel a type of way though. Cause I feel like
if like I was hanging out with one of your homeboys,
yeah,
and they
like,
didn't tell you,
or vice versa.
Really?
Yes, I'm like,
bitch, you don't care about that, but not about your nigga.
Y'all couldn't tell me.
Oh, you got some nerve.
I'm like, so y'all couldn't tell me? We just in the car chilling, hanging out, smoking, and y'all fucking behind my back?
Bitch, you got some nerve, but we gonna talk off camera.
I feel a type of way. Okay. I feel a type of way.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. You said we gotta talk off camera.
I said because you got some nerve.
How?
I feel like you've done that.
No, he was my friend first.
No, but y'all were friends. Everybody was friends.
Yeah, no, I'm saying y'all only know each other because of me.
No, I'm not. Take me out of it. I'm not a part of this. I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying the situation. Oh. I'm saying if it was you and my homeboy, I would want you to know. I would want to know because how would y'all even know each other if it wasn't for me? You talking about the situation I was in. I don't owe my homeboy nothing. That was my friend.
But they were close. Didn't they get cool as fuck?
Yeah, but
whether it's because of you or not.
But I only known my best friend because of the middle nigga. Like, if it wasn't for me and him being friends, I wouldn't even know my other homeboy for real. But
you still don't think if roles were reversed, you wouldn't be like, damn, so we just all hanging out and you ain't tell me y'all was fucking?
We never all hung out.
Well, if y'all did. And is that why y'all did it? Because it would have been weird?
I don't know.
That's awkward. No?
No, because you're not the reason, you're not the middle person of why me and this person know each other.
So it has to be if you're the middle.
Right.
Like if it was a friend that you introduced.
Yeah, like if we was a middle, like if it was a middle group, you're not about to tell me if the person we all know, like that, you know, y'all already have your own relationship. But if it's like, I'm bringing y'all into my circle and y'all only know each other because of me, it's like...
Look, I don't know the lore. I guess I considered y'all three to have all been friends for so long. I thought that y'all all started off together from the jump.
No.
I didn't know that one came before... Look, they don't even know what we talking about.
Yeah, to be honest, the only reason why my best friends are my best friend is because of him. He was my first best friend at school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't owe my other homeboy nothing.
I know of all of y'all as being one big little
we all
gang.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get to the next topic.
Okay, next topic, guys.
Speaking of high school.
Yes. Keeping the nostalgia alive. So, Lex, what are some things you do till this day to keep, your childhood nostalgia alive?
Fuck, I thought of 3 things. Okay,
I'm going to go first. So, I'm going to definitely say TV shows and movies are things that like I randomly is like, let me go just sit down and watch. Like
you're bad about that.
Yes, a good Disney Channel movie, a good Disney Channel show, or even just like a show that I like grew up on. That's probably the biggest thing.
My go-to, like, just when I need something to watch but not really pay attention, is I watch Daria on Paramount. Daria is a big one. Also, As Told by Ginger on Paramount.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, too.
I don't take it. Oh, you know what? PBJ Otter is one that I tend to watch, too. But it'd be like the deep cuts. Not the ones that I have easy access to, but the one when I got Paramount and found out, what the fuck?
Yeah.
As Told by Ginger?
All grown up.
What?
Yeah.
I did All Grown Up, too. Those ones here and there, definitely.
There's this thing I do every Black History Month, and I don't know why, but I go and watch The Color of Friendship. Like, I don't know if that's just like
a deep cut.
I think because on Disney, like, that was their like Black History like tradition. So now in my mind, I'm like, okay, I feel like this is something that I have to do every February. Where you like
first learn about like the South African like
the white
division
girl
between the Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a good one. What else do I do? Definitely music. Like I'm definitely going to play some early 2000s pop, Avril Lavigne. Like I'm definitely playing some JoJo.
Paramore for me.
Yeah,
Paramore's a big one for me when I need to
what
go
else?
back.
Definitely some Britney Spears,
My Chemical
NSYNC,
Romance.
Bow Wow.
I was a little white girl. I'm saying all bands. Bitch, I was a little white girl until 8th grade. When I came to Conyers, crazy that I'm saying Conyers, but when I came to Conyers, that's when I started acting like a nigga. But yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Going to the movies in person is a big one for me.
Oh yeah, true.
And I love going to the movies in person. And I think a big part of it is childhood. And I love to get if I'm trying to feel really nostalgic, I'll get popcorn and Sprite and Twizzlers. And I used to like. Gonna sound
dip the Twizzlers in your Sprite.
That absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
But also I would like get a mouthful of popcorn and then a sip of Sprite and you'll feel it like disintegrate.
Yeah.
Or even with the Twizzlers, girl. High school, like when we started driving and stuff, we would go to that QT right there on Salem Road.
Yes,
we would get those slushies. And I would get a Twizzler and I would bite the ends off and I would use it as my straw. And that's a good one.
That's definitely a good one. What else? Definitely holidays for me. Still doing like Christmas things with my family. Like that was a big thing in my childhood, Christmas. So my family still keeps that tradition alive as far as like still doing the cookies, like the holiday desserts and like decorating the tree, stuff like that is very nostalgia for me.
Stealing. Oh. Had a little phase. Sometimes I just want to make sure I still got it. Get a little extra onion.
No, you don't. She lying, y'all. I don't believe it.
No, I don't. I got caught that one time, bitch.
Yes. In Albany.
What with y'all?
Yes.
That is,
but it happened so quick. You was like,
nigga.
Y'all.
He said, hey, just put it down.
That's real.
He said, give me everything. I had Summer's Eve. He could have let me keep that.
You're like, clearly you need it. Just take it. Just take it. Go.
It wasn't even for me. We had one homegirl who wouldn't even where's it you? It was one of us who wouldn't even steal like that, but would always be like, oh, grab me this.
Probably me.
I think it was.
I'm about to say probably me.
grab an extra pair of lashes.
Yeah. Give me some lip gloss.
It's like, y'all shouldn't be doing this, but if you're going to, let me get a little.
That was definitely me.
Y'all.
Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to think of like what other things I do sometimes I do like little, my sense of fashion sometimes. I feel like I try to take it back to the 2000s to like be nostalgia sometimes. Absolutely. Just for that vibe.
Yeah.
So I definitely do that.
One of mine that's unintentional, we kind of talked about it, is sometimes I still dress very matchy. Very nostalgic.
Because
the girls
don't do that anymore.
So
we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if it's foods I eat that I feel like it's just very nostalgia.
Noodles are nostalgic.
I wasn't a Roman noodle girl.
Oh, yeah, I was.
You was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's really like TV shows. Definitely TV shows, and music is a big one when I want to like just take it back to my younger days. For me,
I still write a lot, like handwriting. That feels nostalgic to me.
Oh, you know what's one? If I go outside like in the morning on like say it's like a school day. I don't know why. That's the one thing I do too. I call weekdays school days. Yeah. I don't know if that's a nostalgia thing.
Grow the fuck up.
But like I'll go outside maybe like 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe to like roll a blunt or something like that. And the smell feels like I'm about to go on the bus. Like it smells like
weed. I'm thinking,
outside. Like going outside, that smell is very like nostalgia. Or like say you take a nap after work and you wake up and it's like 7:30 and it's like a weird like sunset. Sometimes it make me think of like after school when I would take a nap, you know?
A Sunday cleaning. It's not required of me anymore, but it's just it's something about it.
Yeah,
you gotta
facts.
You get your laundry done, change them sheets, really just clean up. You gotta have music blasting.
Because that's what Mama and Daddy used to do.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gonna do the Wild or Wild Not, and it's gonna be me bringing it to you. So
something a little different today.
Get lit for me, Tay.
Wild or Wild Not. Wild or Wild Not.
Okay. And doing all that, I still didn't pull it up. So, okay, I'm getting close, I promise. Here we go. Okay. So, PSA, do not invite me to housewarming parties, wedding showers, baby showers, etc. if you don't include me in cookouts, coffee breaks, movie outings, ladies' nights, or other gatherings. It's so offensive to think someone wants to dish out money on your life's milestones without actually including them in your life's progression. Thank you and carry on. Wild or wild not?
Not wild.
Not wild. Oh, you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, wild.
I'm sorry. This is not what we discussed.
Wild, yeah. Yeah. Cause
what part of it was wild?
I mean, you know, you ain't gotta invite me to the girls' night or coffee date, you know?
Okay.
I'm trying to have some fun. You know, invite me to the wedding.
Okay.
To the baby shower, the bridal shower. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with bringing a gift for that.
Yeah.
I got my own girls. We have our own personal time for that, you know? So I'm okay. You know, no offense, but, you know, none of my friends, we ain't pregnant. We ain't having no baby showers. We ain't having no weddings. So those things are fun, you know? So I'm okay with being invited to stuff like that.
I'm going to say wild. Wild not, I mean. I want to agree.
You agree.
Wild not. Wild not.
Oh, you agree.
Really, I just want to disagree with you. But also, I mean, she sounds like a woman who is fed up. Maybe she feels like she's been taken advantage of. Maybe this is a common theme for her. Maybe she doesn't have a group of friends. Yeah. People have acknowledged that you and your friend group is it's not common these days, especially at this age. People fall off. So I can imagine somebody who doesn't have that same sense of community or foundation, they might be like, damn, like I want to do like I want a girls' night, I want to hang out, but I only get invited when it's time to spend money. Yeah. And like, okay,
I can see it.
I get it. But I will say, are you gonna feel some type of way when you're not getting invited to a housewarming, regardless of a gift? You know, I would feel some type of way, like, damn, I'm not getting invited to any weddings just because. I don't know what that was. Am I on shrooms? I'm not. Okay, but yeah. So I mean, she sounds fed up. Girl, that's fine. Do whatever boundary you gotta set. Just don't come. Yeah. But I be wanting to be invited, so you don't gotta come just because you invited.
Facts. So you don't.
So like, I feel her, and if that's where she is in her life or something like that, I mean, I get it. It makes sense, you know. But you don't gotta go. You know.
But I feel like, let's be real. If you having a wedding, you having a baby shower, you don't want it to be 10 people there.
Yeah.
You inviting associates of associates. You know, like.
But is it with the intent to get more stuff?
I mean, that's a fair question. Yeah. For me, it wouldn't be, but like, for example, like for a wedding, I don't know, that's not a good example, because for a wedding, like if I don't talk to you within the last year, you probably not coming to my wedding. But I can see how people want to have a big lit wedding. Yeah. And it's like, well, tell Bob to bring a +1, you know, because we turning up. I could see that. So for me, that's why I'm like, I look at those things as like it's party vibes.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like the other things are like more intimate. There are settings for everything and like vibes for different situations. So yeah, like you might not come to my birthday, but if I'm having a wedding, I might invite you. Now, you know?
Baby shower. I would feel awkward going to a baby shower and I barely know the person like that.
Yeah, barely know.
Or if we don't talk ever, but I just got a random invite to your baby shower, I might still come with some meatballs, pasta salad. But, you know, you don't really even know that person anymore. Yeah. So why invite me unless it is to just, I don't know. If you really, is this when you really want to see me after all these years?
Right.
You know, it's a little, there's parameters. I can see it being a little weird. If you ain't spoke to your friend for real like that. Y'all didn't fall out, but like we really drifted apart. Yeah. And then I finally hear from you and this is my baby shower. If you think it's a boy, bring diapers. If you think it's a girl, do this. Here's my registry. And it's like, damn, bitch. We ain't. I mean, I have a friend like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think we all do.
You know, like I'm big events. I done been to the wedding. I done been to the baby shower, bridal shower. Like, you know, big birthday, but like regular birthdays, I'm not there. Yeah. You know, like small intimate settings, I'm not there. I don't get invites and I never felt the type of way.
Yeah. I will say I have a friend and we like kind of drifted apart. There was no like fallout, but I felt some type of way that I didn't know about her baby shower. So there's also that caveat. Like, yeah, we wasn't that cool no more, but like, damn, bitch, you was my dog. I definitely would have wanted to celebrate your first child. Like, what? So there's that also. Yeah. You know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You don't know if somebody gonna feel some type of way or if they're not. True. So
yeah. All right. Speaking of friends, judging married friends for cheating. Would you judge your married friend for cheating?
No, he probably beats her.
It don't gotta be you saying your girlfriend. Yeah. So you would not judge her.
Oh wait. If it's my married male friend, I'm judging him.
No, damn. See that, and that's crazy. And that's crazy.
Can I be honest on this podcast? Like, what?
Absolutely, but that's where I'm getting at. Because, you know, we be judging these niggas for cheating. But now all of a sudden, like, you know, say our homegirl call us up and she like, hey, girl, I don't know if I can do this no more. I think I'm about to cheat on this nigga. What's the advice you giving, bitch? Are you supporting this?
I'm going to tell her straight up. And I gave somebody this advice recently. It wasn't about marriage. They're not married. But... Are you prepared for when this comes to light? Just be prepared, because this shit never stays hidden. So, like, I support, like, I feel it, and I get why. The shit you done told me, like, bitch, I fucking get it. But just make sure you ready, because I know you gonna think you being sneaky and everything. It's gonna come out. Whether it's right now, whether it's down the line, whether it's gonna come out. So I'm gonna tell her to be prepared. Be fucking prepared if that's what you gonna do. Now, I will say... If it's like she's just started cheating, she's thinking about cheating, or she just accidentally cheats just a little, you know, it's not an ongoing thing. Okay. Now, if she's having a full-blown affair, I'm going to start looking at the girl like, babe, you got to do something. Yeah. Either you stop it right now or, like, leave the nigga. Like, I'm not going to snitch. I'm not, nothing like that. But, like, you can't keep going about your life like this, because at this point I can't even. I was rooting you on because this nigga treats you bad, but now you've been cheating on this nigga for 3 months. Like, I don't even know. I don't even feel bad anymore. Like, why the fuck you doing this? Yeah. What about you?
Honestly, Lex, I agree. Like, if my friend come to me and she like, and I said marriage because you can't really get out of that shit. Like, it's hard to get at it. You know, like, that's different than, like, just a relationship. So I'm, like, married. If my homegirl coming to me saying, like, she unhappy, you know, like, they've been trying to work it out, you know, I'm going to basically say, like, baby girl, do whatever you got to do to get happy. Yes. Like, now if you a serial cheater, if you a serial cheater and you just like, I don't know what's worse though. Like,
an affair is worse. An affair is crazy.
Then you just being out here fucking niggas? Honestly.
No, not just being out here fucking niggas. If she slipped and cheated, okay.
What if you a serial cheater though?
Then I'm judging. Yeah, I am gonna judge. If it's like a bunch of different niggas, girl. But if it's a nigga at work And they slowly got close.
Mm-hmm.
And her nigga already like he
fucking
wasn't even
up.
right. He fucking up. Maybe he not even they not fucking like that. And every time she bring it up, he thinks she nagging. And she done already took him back for cheating before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, girl, at this point, like, and I'm gonna just be like, I mean, I feel you could tell him you was with me.
I'm like, what you need me to say?
Right. But look, I'm gonna be real. I'm judging my male friend for cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel like
why?
I feel like men have more power, and they know that until it comes to them fucking up and they make it seem like I feel like he has the power to change the trajectory of the relationship. Mm-hmm. He has the power to, I don't know. I just feel like when a man cheats, it's different. I feel like he's cheating because he wants to. She's cheating because she has to. Right? She's cheating.
We fucking got him. This is what I was trying to get at. Like,
she's cheating because there's no other options. Right? When she tries to talk to him about it, all of a sudden you nagging. It's not even peaceful here. Blah, blah, blah. She don't know what's going on. She on his case. She want to spend time with him. You give me some space. Give me a man cave. What's she supposed to do? A nigga cheating? Like, okay, give me a reason why a nigga cheats.
The opposite.
She got fat.
It could be the same thing. She going around like bitching him out. She talking to him crazy, disrespecting him. She's talking to him. She's talking to him like he her son. And a lot of women do that. Let's be for real.
And do they be acting like children? Is there a reason she's talking to them like that?
I feel like some women just have that natural instinct to just like son a nigga. For real. I feel like, and let's be for real, I feel like a lot of women that are in relationships, they might love they nigga, they might like they nigga, but a lot of times, certain situations, they don't be respecting they nigga.
Yeah, and I've been there. And the thing is, you start off, you do have that respect in the beginning. But something happens for you to lose it. They either keep fucking up. They haven't improved from, like, you accept a nigga when he's like low, right? Sometimes, and you're like, but over time he'll get through. This nigga not doing shit to improve himself. You still taking care of him. He's still living with you. You doing this, you doing that. It is second nature to start sunning them because, like, God damn, nigga, I'm taking care of you. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, I feel like he has power to step up and be a fucking man. And, like, I don't know. I hate when niggas get tired of bitches for nagging, but it's like, what is she nagging you for? Is it the same shit you said you was gonna change? Like, you keep doing the same shit? Like, bitches don't be, well, I mean,
I feel like honestly, I feel like it's both. Like, I've known both sides. I've heard both sides, and honestly, like, it's no better on both sides. Like, the reasons why I hear niggas cheat and the reasons why I hear women cheat, the excuses are not, I don't feel like one excuse outweighs the other.
why would you cheat?
Why would I cheat?
I know you wouldn't.
If I was in a relationship, I would not cheat because I would just leave the relationship. But if I was married, why I would cheat?
That's valid.
Probably because
we're gonna clip this.
Either I was just saying, like, I've tried and tried. Maybe we went to therapy. Therapy wasn't working. I don't know. I feel like if I cheat, I'm already out of the marriage, basically. Okay. Like, mentally, I'm not even there no more. Okay. Like, I done probably fell out of love with you. Not saying that, like, I might not fall back in love with you, but I'm just saying, in this day, if I were to cheat, it will be because, like, this is my last straw. We in separate beds. We not having sex. Like, you don't see me anymore as far as, like, see me. Like, we just walking past each other. Like, we just roommates, Yeah.
I've cheated. Have I ever cheated first? No.
Well,
exactly. I don't know if it counts. No, I had a nigga.
Exactly.
My boyfriend at the time, he would get mad and get upset, and he would, like, break up with me. And so one of them nights where he broke up with me and, like, blocked my number, and I part of me knew he just needed to cool down because he's done this before. But I'm gonna teach this nigga a lesson. And I went over to Balenciaga Bay's house. He beat that shit down. And the next morning, I fucked up because I woke up and I tweeted. That's the problem. Why am I waking up and tweeting?
Because you don't respect that nigga. You wanted him to see that shit,
but
Lex.
I didn't. I tweeted and was just like, I think I said something like, oh, love waking up in my own bed. However, I lived in Lawrenceville at the time, and I had my location on Twitter, and it said, like, Buckhead. So this nigga calls me, why the fuck you was tweeting from Buckhead at 7 o'clock in the morning? You spent the night with a nigga? I'm like, no. My aunt wanted me to pick up some shirts. And I had to go meet the shirt lady.
And drop it off to my cousin.
I had to go meet the shirt lady. And she was in her shop. If you're watching this, Greg, I did it. But I did it, Greg. Yes. And you know what? He stopped breaking up with me. Cause like, so technically in my head, I'm like, nah. I mean, I knew I wasn't single. But like, nah, nigga, you're not gonna keep breaking. Like, I felt like he was being manipulative when he did that shit. Like every time he did it. And it was like he was throwing a tantrum. So I'm like, oh, okay. Let me show you what happens when I'm single. I was single. You broke up with me, right? So yeah. But did that count? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll let the viewers decide.
Because if it was the other way around, bitch, you know you would have been like, he cheated on me.
But a nigga for sure would have been like, well, you broke up. Like, niggas gonna use that loophole.
Absolutely.
And I used the loophole just like he would have used the fucking loophole. And you know what we learned? Let's not play these fucking games if I don't want my bitch to go get fucked by a nigga with a dick that's bigger than mine.
That's crazy.
So, hey, Balenciaga Bay.
Damn. If I was Greg, I would have been crying.
Girl, fuck that nigga. That nigga did me crazy. But
I would have been crying.
Okay. Are we done talking about cheating?
Yeah. Because I have no backstory.
Well, bitch, give me some grace. And I want to talk about giving grace. Something that has been I realize I struggle with, and I used to feel like it's because I have a vengeful spirit and I need to work on it. You know, we know I'm team revenge. All that, just move on and live better. That's the real revenge. I don't like that shit. I like making people hurt.
You need prayer.
I've gotten better, but not because I believe differently. It's because I've gotten lazy. I don't have the same energy to put into exacting revenge on a nigga. But when life humbles somebody that did me wrong, I do a victory clap.
Okay.
So yeah. So I want to talk about giving grace, which is something that I have to work on, and I feel like that's something that you're probably way better at than me. And for example, I saw Krishan Rock. First off, kudos to the media for finally letting that die down. I was so tired of seeing the Krishan and Blueface drama every single fucking day.
Same.
Like, so they got quiet, he got locked up, whatever. But and lately she's been trying to change her life around. She's in church. She's bringing the baby to church. And you know how people do, they're going to take pictures. They see how the baby looks and, you know, they're saying, you know, something's going on there. Obviously, let's not talk about a baby, but people are calling her out on how she acted when she was pregnant. There's all kinds of clips of her smoking while pregnant, drinking while pregnant, just doing really reckless things. And she gets frustrated, understandingly so, when people bring it up. And she's just like, y'all have no right to bring that up. I'm a changed person. I found God. Like, you need to forgive me. And part of me just thinks that's a cop-out. Like, it just bothers me when people are so loud and ignorant when they're, like, reaping. And then when it's time to sow, it's time to, reap what you sow. How does that go? When they're sowing, when they're loud and ignorant about sowing season, but when it's time to reap what they sowed, when these consequences come about, now all of a sudden they don't want you to bring it up, or they're like, no, be nice to me. But it's like, I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, yeah, I feel like give grace. Like, now I don't think she should be on social media like begging for people's forgiveness. Like, those people don't owe you nothing, you know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna really change your lifestyle or change who you are, or like, you know, focus more on God or just like become more spiritual, I personally wouldn't do it to like post on social media. But maybe it's not her. I'm sure people just like kind of posting her at church maybe. Like, is she promoting this herself?
I think it's both. I've seen her, but I do think a lot of it is people. Yeah, maybe somebody takes a picture and then it gets talked about.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a give grace type of girl. So I completely, like, honestly, it be the people who went through the worst shit, the most horrible shit ever in their life. And in order to get out of that shit, it probably was only God that got you out of that, for real, for real. So, I mean, if that's what she needed to stop doing drugs or stop drinking or get out of this lifestyle or to leave Blueface, like, kudos to you, like, by all means.
I'm not fucking... I don't know. It just seems convenient. And I have this thing, and I can be very cynical sometimes when it comes about religion. But sometimes I feel like a lot of people do fucked up things, and then when it's time to answer for it, all of a sudden they found God. Or it's very convenient, and it's like, now you can't say anything about it. And it's like...
But when is it... Okay, so when would it be convenient? Like, is there a specific point in your life where it's like, okay, now you should go to God. Like, now you should go to church.
No, and I'm not anyone to say, but I can't act like I look at it, I'm just like, because I've always said I want to bring back saying I told you so. I think about like anti-vaxxers. You remember the amount of people that were talking shit about vaccines, talking shit about masks, talking shit about this, and then later you find out, oh, they're in the hospital and they're on a ventilator and they're about to die. And now all of a sudden it's, no, you can't, you're not allowed to say I told you so, because now they're facing the consequences. But they were so loud and ignorant about calling us dumbasses for taking precautions. And now when the precautions that they were calling us dumbasses and you left snowflakes and shit like that, I'm like, I'm supposed to feel sorry for you because you're about to die for doing the exact thing they told you not to do to not die. I don't feel bad. Or even I think Michelle Obama? No, Kamala Harris recently got on stage. Kamala. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm so fake. I'm sorry, guys.
Just think of Kamala.
I know it. And I'm so fake. But Kamala was on stage and she basically was like, I don't want to say I told you so, but, and everybody was so mad that she said that. But she literally sat here and there was a whole compilation of how many times she said, there's going to be a recession. There's going to be a recession. If Donald gets in office, there's going to be a recession. And now people are mad that she gets on stage and she's like, I tried to tell y'all. I think that's so unfair when if you're so loud and ignorant and just so, I don't give a fuck. And then when what happens to you, what everybody said was going to happen to you, all of a sudden it's, oh, don't say that. That's mean. Like, at what point do we hold people accountable?
Yeah. So is it because her child came out like that? Is that what the I told you so is for? Yeah. Because what else was it? Like, I mean, and no offense, it just seemed like she was a young, reckless girl to me. Like, it just didn't seem like she had guidance to me. This is just what I'm looking at. I don't really know what she really went through, but it's just given she didn't have guidance. It don't seem like she had her mom or her dad around. It just seemed like she was a young girl, got famous at an early age, and she was around a lot of drugs. Not that that's an excuse, but that's a real thing, you know? Like, we were young and reckless, you know?
That's true.
And I mean, let's be real, like, she not the first person that I ever seen smoking and pregnant. You know, like, you're not supposed to do that, but people do it, you know? So it's just giving a young girl at her age who didn't have nobody to guide her in the right direction. It don't seem like she had like good friends or, you know, like parents. Cause let's be real, without our parents or without a good circle, like we could have went left too, you know? Like it don't seem like she had anybody to ground her in her life.
And that's true. And it's very unfortunate and it's very sad. It still just doesn't take away from, unfortunately, the consequence of that, which was that the condition of her child was kind of compromised. Now, I've always said, I feel like I'm one of those people. I'm not wishing this on me or anybody, but I feel like I would be able to handle having a special needs child. I've worked with a lot of special needs children. So it's no, like, I love special needs kids. So it's no shade to the baby, but it's like, you do things and there's consequences. And sometimes it's not fair what puts you in this position for these consequences, but it wasn't like I don't know. She was very, very loud and proud about the shit that she was doing. And when people would bring it up, granted, I'm sure she was just defensive, but it was like lashing out on people, wanting to fight when they brought stuff up. She's lost friends over them. She had a couple friends. I don't know if they was real friends, but I've heard that they fell out because they was trying to tell her how to treat her baby a little bit better. And she lashed out. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It's hard for me to give grace sometimes, whether the vaccine example, the Kamala Harris example, like how are y'all mad she shouldn't be gloating right now, this isn't the time, Well, at what point is the time to just be real with people and be like, hey, you did this. Mm-hmm. And this is the outcome. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I just feel like, me personally, I'm not the person to say I told you so. Like, I don't feel like that's why I'm on this earth. You know, like, I don't feel like I'm the person to be like, ha ha, I told you so. You shouldn't have did that. It's just like, people gotta go through shit to like know better. Mm-hmm. You know, like, we don't know everything. It's certain shit that we had to go through to be like, I told you so. You know, I wouldn't want nobody coming at me like, I told you should have did it this way. I told you should have did that. Like, let me learn my lesson.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I think that we should start telling people I told you so more. Maybe not in those exact words and not like, aha, I told you so. And don't make it your why for why you're on this earth either. But I think that with the way things are going, like, we're losing. There's a lot of degeneracy going on in the black, like, just black people, period. Even when you look at politics, we're losing. We're losing. At some point, harsh truths will get us to do better, to be better. And I've made mistakes. And no, I haven't had anybody right in my face saying I told you so. But if somebody was thinking I told you so, or if somebody felt like I told you so, you know what? Yeah, my accountability is like, yeah, well, I do know I shouldn't have been fucking with that nigga for so long. Like, I do know I probably shouldn't have hit my boyfriend if I didn't want to get knocked the fuck out. Like, I get it. I'm not pissed at you for pointing that out. Like, I get it. And I know fucking better. I'm going to keep my fucking hands to my, like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be, I feel like it can be done out of love. Like, even Kamala saying it, I don't think she was like, fuck y'all, I told y'all to vote for me. But no, real talk, I told y'all this was gonna happen. And like, y'all need to hear it now. So maybe in 4 fucking years, when it's time to do this again, we can like get serious about it and stop living in La La Land. Because it's not all rainbows and forgiveness. Like, this is real life. So you need to learn from this and really hear it. And it's gonna hurt, and maybe it needs to hurt. And later down the road, we don't got to go through this shit again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I just feel like you telling people to do stuff, nobody's gonna listen. You know, like, let's think about, put ourselves in the situation, like how you just explained how many times we telling you to stop fucking with this nigga. Look how many times it took you to stop fucking with this nigga. You know, so it's like, me telling you to do this or do that, like, you're not gonna listen until you want to listen. Okay. Until you've learned your lesson. So I feel like an I told you so is not really an I told you so. It's more of like, they did it until they decided that's not what they wanted to do no more, you know, until they feel like they've reached their capacity of what they can handle or what they can go through. Because I feel like I'm sure it took 1,000 people for her to say, don't do this, don't do that, but she did it on her own time, you know? So I don't think I told you so I just don't feel like that works. Because who you telling? You are the people who really listening, they listening from day one.
I don't know. I think it works. I think it goes with bringing shame back. When people feel shame, maybe in the moment, you're not going to say I told you so, but like after the fact, like, yeah, like this is what happens. I don't know. Sometimes people do shame work sometimes. Like, yeah. I don't know. In my opinion.
And I don't really compare her situation to the Kamala situation. I feel like that's two different things too. Like,
well, definitely. I mean, I brought it in with her, but I'm just saying in general, people do behaviors and there's bad outcomes, but they were so proud while they were doing these behaviors. And then when the outcome comes, it's like, oh my God, no. And it's like, well, I told you this was about to happen. Yeah. Or you knew this was going to happen. You knew this was a possibility. So many people told you. And it's going to suck. But sometimes you got to hear shit that sucks. And that's a part of being an adult. Like, I got to hear when I do stupid shit. Like, or even if I don't hear it, I'm able to self-evaluate and sit here and be like, yeah, bitch, you was a dumbass. Like, yeah. And that motivates me to not continue being a dumbass. It took a few times. It took a lot of times. That's why I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like, that's something I also accept the fact that I might have to hear I told you so sometimes. Like,
yeah. But for me, from what it seemed like, it don't seem like she got people in her circle to say I told you so. It seemed like it's people on social media that's saying I told you so. And I feel like that's a difference too. Then you listening to social media and then people that's like directly in your circle. Like, you know, I just feel like there's no real guidance there. Like, honestly, like, I don't blame her. I mean, I just feel like at that age, with no structure, it could be worse. It could be worse. No offense. Like, it could really be worse. Like, You could be, no offense, you could have 3 babies right now. 3 baby daddies. You know, you could be in jail with, I don't know. I feel like it could just be worse. Like, it's very hard to function throughout life when you don't have you don't have no type of structure whatsoever. And when you don't have parents, like, how are you supposed to have structure? If your parents are not around you, like, where is the structure coming from?
I hear you, but I feel like, I don't know if maybe there's a soft spot for her, but she's no different from anybody else. It's all about, there's people with worse situations than her that are able to make different choices, or there's people with better situations than her that make even worse choices. At the end of the day, we all get choices. We all can decide to learn from it or not. She's no different from, and if anything, she got bigger opportunities than a lot of the people from her same neighborhood going through fucked up shit. Her siblings were fucked up too, and she wasn't trying to help them. So it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm not looking at it really as her individually. I was trying to make it a bigger thing, but individually, I'm just like, there's people worse off who've done better. There's people who are better off that have done worse. I don't feel like, I feel like at the end of the day, you make choices and you either keep making the choices or you don't. There's people we know who do have 3 different baby daddies. And they could have even made not as bad choices as her, but that's their outcome. I don't know. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, kudos to her for going to, like, feel like she can do better for herself. Like, I feel like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like her going to God or like her going to church, it might have made her go into a different direction. So that might be her her foundation now to like want to do better. So like, I'm giving you grace, girl. Like, I'm definitely giving you grace. Absolutely.
I hope it works out. I do hope it's for the better.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Okay, next topic, fashion hack. What are some fashion hacks that you do as an adult? I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
It's definitely comfort over anything today. Okay? I'm not a stiletto girl anymore. Not a stiletto girl.
What you got on right now? You got on
kitten heels. That's a fashion hack.
Those are cute.
Yes.
I love that those are coming back.
These are my fashion hacks. Kitten heels. It look like you got on heels. It still lets you be like feel girly, feminine, but they comfy. So yeah.
I love I'm not a big makeup girly. Well, I'm like, I wear makeup. I wear plenty of makeup. I'm not Jackie Aina with it. Who's the other makeup girl? Aaliyah J. However, I'm trying to think of makeup girlies.
You name
not
them.
a pro with it.
Aaliyah Face, Aaliyah J.
Yeah. However, those lip liner stains, those have to be one of my favorites. Also, this isn't a fashion hack. It's a hygiene hack. My favorite ever, and every time I wear it, I get compliments, or if somebody goes in the bathroom after me and smells it, like if I'm on vacation and we're sharing a bathroom, they're always like, what is that smell? My body wash, the native body wash. For Christmas, I ended up giving, I bought 2 bottles and gave it to 2 of my friends, got it or something like that. But that shit smells so good. It's like cherry, vanilla, and macaroon. Y'all, run, don't walk. And you got to get it online. Sometimes, rarely you can find it in the store. I've only seen it in the store one time. But go online and go order that shit. It smells so fucking good.
Another fashion hack I would say is like, I'm a like, not baggy clothes, but like looser type of clothes, like with my pants and like, just like, like I can't see myself in like tight fitted pants or like bottoms. Like, I feel like that's so uncomfortable to me now. So I feel like a fashion hack is like, kind of wear like looser clothes. I feel like it kind of, if you're a thicker girl, it like goes well with your body type. Okay. Rather than like tight fitted clothes, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely my fashion hack. Yeah.
What else? I love a hat with I don't know if this is a hat, but I'm just going to talk about my fashion. I love a hat with a slogan on it, a cute saying, something, especially if I don't feel like doing a full face. There's no makeup on my forehead right now. Can you tell? No. Didn't feel like putting on any lashes. Can you tell? No. So, yes, get you a cute little hat, preferably one that says the future is female, because it is. And I love a good hat.
Yes. I would say another fashion hack that I've been doing, well, like makeup, I guess it's like fashion too, beauty. I don't fill in my brows anymore. It's just like a subtle gel. And fun fact, hack, I don't use the gel. I use edge control. And it works.
Okay.
It works. It stays too. Like it really does. So that's a fun fact.
I think one you told me is eyeliner is better than lip liner as far as staying. Didn't you tell me that before?
Eyeliner. Oh yeah, I do use eyeliner on my lips as my
your lip liner.
Yes, I do that. Yes.
So does that stay better or okay?
I like how it like rolls on the lip. Like I like the look of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that too. What else? I would say makeup hack that I've been doing recently too is no foundation. And I feel like it works for me because foundation sweats. And I'm a sweater. So
like
you're
doing like tinted moisturizer?
Yes, so I do like tinted sunscreen. Okay. And then I just do like my concealer and then a little blush. And I feel like that's what I've been doing. Okay. For the last like 2 months. Yeah. So that's a new fashion hack that I've been doing too. Yeah.
I love feet accessories. I've always been a toe ring, anklet kind of girly. And those are little things like even in like college and stuff, I just go to the beauty supply store, get the little, and people used to be like, oh, that's so cute. So those, I feel like it's very common now, but I feel like those are those little details that people notice. And it's like, oh, that's really cute. Wow. So that's a nice one.
Another thing I do recently, like even if I don't have nothing on, I try to wear rings because I feel like it just like aesthetically, it just looks girly, you know, and I try to keep my nails done. Like even if I don't have on, like went to go get my nails done, I do press-ons. I feel like my fashion hack that recently is like press-ons. Like I've become a press-on girly. And I feel like it just makes your nails your hands look feminine. Okay. I don't know. So yeah, fashion rings is like a thing I've been doing too. And then like I just try to make sure I have on like my necklaces, just like calm jewelry, even if I have on like casual clothes. Yeah. I feel like it just still looks aesthetically pleasing, you know? Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm out. Taylor's way more of a fashion girly than me. I'm out.
I feel like that's kind of it. And I was watching this little thing on Instagram, on TikTok today. And I remember we was talking about it one episode. And we was like going outside the house or just like feeling like dressed or not, you know, why are we overdressed when we go out of the house, and how we were saying like it just makes you feel better. And yeah, I feel like that's what I've been doing recently. Like even when I go to practice, y'all, I've been doing my hair, like just feeling, you know, like even though I know I'm going to practice to let my hair sweat out, but like you really feel better when you look better. That's like true. Even you, I'm going to practice to look cute for, you know, like there's nobody there that I'm going to look cute for, but like I just feel good. And like even my teammates would be like, oh, your hair looks so cute today. Like, oh, where are you going? And it's just like nowhere. Like I just feel good.
Y'all
I feel feminine.
Today, I said, you going somewhere after this?
No, I
said, you came from somewhere before this? No. I'm like, fuck. She didn't tell me we was dressing up today. If I knew we was talking about fashion hacks, I would have looked like something.
I'm done. No, but like I feel like that is a fashion hack. Like just do your hair or just like put on a little lip gloss or earrings. Lex know, even like I never leave the house without my earrings. Oh, ever.
Y'all, since I met Taylor, I've gotten a little better. But Taylor used to really be like, Lex, where your earrings at?
Yes.
Where are your earrings?
I feel like it's a small, dainty thing, but like that one little thing, it just like makes a big difference. Yeah. And so I just feel like embrace your femininity, women. Like even if you go into QT, even if you go into like Walmart down the street, your girlfriend house, like just look in the mirror and be like, okay, like I actually feel pretty today, you know? And I feel like that's my goal of 2025. Like even if I'm doing something small, even if I'm doing like just around the house, I just get up the other day. I didn't go nowhere, y'all. I didn't even leave my house. I woke up at like 7, did my little vanity mirror, curl my hair just to work on the couch. And like I felt good, you know, like I felt productive. Like I felt like I actually feel like getting work done today.
I saw something that said if there was a camera filming you for a week, what would they see? And I was like, fuck. They think I was a lazy bitch. So maybe if you act like there's a camera, act like you're on Big Brother, act like you're on Real World, and you'll really be more productive.
Yes.
That's the thing. I get like that when I have a crush. You know, when you get a crush and now you're acting like there's a camera on you. Like, my crush, like,
what would he think if I was doing this?
That's when you will see me walking around looking like a bet in lingerie. And you never know that nigga gonna FaceTime you. Ro, I fucking miss you.
Who the fuck is Ro?
I don't know if you're locked up again or what, but like,
is this an imaginary person?
This is Moonbeam. No, he calls me Moonbeam.
Yeah.
I shine like the moon.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys use our hacks. No, I'm kidding. But movies, shows, books, anything?
Movie shows. Yo, so me and you both watched one. Because I just like we're out of time. But me and you both watched Girl Talk, which is a little podcast with these little young girls or whatever. Love it. Love the vibe. Shout out to you ladies if you ever see this. I don't know why you would. But you know, and then we kind of get into like now all of a sudden like my TikTok is like the little drama that some of them be going through. So one of them, Sophie, you know Sophie. She's the white one. She's a little more like emo kind of looking. I like her. She used to be a part of this thing that they have. Basically, there's a documentary out, and it's about kidfluencers, and it's about
on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay, I seen it.
And so I've been tapped into the drama for a minute, and they've been talking about this documentary is gonna come out. Like, oh my God, Piper this, Piper that. The documentary finally came out. So I watched it and I'm just like, wow, this shit is crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. And it makes me not want to ever put my kids on social media, like ever, not to capitalize on it. And I get it. You know, I follow plenty of people who, you know, their kids are a part of their content and stuff like that. Cool. But these fucking white parents and white moms, the shit, man. Just for some money. Just for some fucking money. I'm not even into documentaries, but you should watch that one.
Okay. It's definitely on my like to watch list.
Yeah, and it was really good, especially like if you kind of like know the people they're talking about because of it. So Sophie's on there a lot, and so yeah, that was really good. I
think I'm on the white side of TikTok, but
yeah, girl, I was in their drama and I loved it because it was real dark, and I said, you know what, I'm glad to see this is about them doing some fucked up shit, not us. Not us. Yeah, y'all fucked up. Also, The Last of Us dropped last night, so I watched that season 2. So happy. There's so much good TV out right now. Black Mirror, binge that. Tried to watch the new Pop the Balloon on Netflix since I love the one on YouTube. Fucking terrible.
Damn, I was hoping they didn't change the like.
Okay, first off, everybody on there had already been on like a reality show. Like, this is so and so from Temptation. No, we want real people. It was so like commercialized.
Scripted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't part of the thing that made Pop the Balloon so good was because it just felt authentic.
Very much authentic.
Did not feel authentic.
Damn.
Like, and I wasn't the only one. I turned it off. Like, I was at my homegirl house and we were supposed to be watching it so excited. Girl turned that shit off and was like, put on Black Mirror. Fuck this shit.
Damn.
It was bad. And the internet ate her up. Not
I haven't even
tried it. But yeah.
I hate that for her. I hate that for her.
What you been watching?
I have not really been watching TV lately. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't. I have nothing.
Busy getting pretty for kickball and shit. You don't got time.
Trying to study for real. So I really haven't had much time. Background noise. Y'all know I'm gonna cut on the old show. Honestly, I've been binging Grey's Anatomy.
I was gonna say Sex in the City.
No, Grey's Anatomy. And the other day, if you know, I was watching the episode when O'Malley died. Y'all, I was in my room literally boo-hoo crying. That might be one of the saddest episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
Aww.
It was just so sad how he died. Yeah.
I didn't know if that was a man or a lady.
It's a guy. He was, of course, started off on the show, one of the interns, and the episode, I'm sure everybody know but Lex. But the episode was he was about to go off to the military, and basically like he left the hospital early. Everybody was looking for him. He was supposed to scrub in on a surgery, and last minute, basically, he jumped in front of this car or bus to save this girl, but he came back like skin gone. Nobody could recognize who he was. So he used to go by 007. So he was in the middle of surgery or like laying down somewhere and they couldn't tell who it was. And the only reason they knew who it was because he wrote on Meredith's hand 007. And so they realized that was George O'Malley. And like, it was just a sad episode. On top of that, the episodes before that, one of the girls had got cancer, like one of the main characters. So it was just a very, very heavy season. But yeah, that's what I've been binging.
Okay.
And Blackish which is very funny.
Okay.
I was watching a lot of mixed reviews on Blackish, and a lot of people hate that show.
Yeah, I've seen some mixed reviews too.
Yeah, but it's very funny.
More so towards Kenya Burrish, I feel, than anything.
Yeah,
I guess. Since he has like a white wife or whatever, like he's obsessed with all his show, like mixed-ish, black. It's always.
I don't mix this. I didn't think it went far, but Grownish was good too.
I did like Grownish.
Yeah,
that's with Yara.
Yeah. But Blackish was good. I think they say it's like it gives like the vibe of white people trying to be black or be cultured, but really it's like real life shit that black people be going through. So, yeah. All right, MySpace songs. If you had a MySpace, what would your song be?
Okay, what's up?
I should have known.
Lululemon. I'm fucking with Wim Whammy. It took a minute to grow on me. I'm like, what is this ratchet ass shit? I can't help it now. And it don't help that the beginning is damn, I don't know what song that is, but it's an old song.
It sound like "What's Up, G-Way" in the club with my twin.
Yeah, it does get that too. Two little young hoes from the west side or whatever
of Atlanta. But, okay.
So yeah.
West side. Kid.
Yeah, so I like it. We did the fun, ho. I'm talking about in it. Okay. All right. You know it?
No.
Okay.
My MySpace song is going to be Motion by DDG and the Baby. I've been playing that. It's something on repeat. Yeah, so.
Okay. Your ear don't be to the street. It be to the stream.
It be to the stream.
My ears be to the street, okay? That's what the street.
I probably can't tell you one recent rap song right now.
I like Bad Bitch too. You know that one?
Who's singing?
That's a little white girl though, so I don't know if that's a good example.
Yeah, and if they white, I definitely probably don't know them.
I like her, Georgiana. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, guys, thank y'all again for tuning in and watching us and listening to us of another episode of Women's Intuition. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes. And we'll see y'all next week.
I'll look cuter.
Bye.